Hello everyone, happy Super Bowl Sunday. Off to the Field Museum in downtown Chicago we go.
Sorry, I rolled my eyes because I hate football.
She doesn't like the foosball. Foosball was the devil.
So where did you say we were going? Did you say
we are going to the Field Museum in downtown Chicago. It is the home to dinosaurs, furry animals, mummies, Bushmen, world famous gorilla, bunch of cool stuff.
It's a natural history museum, so all that cool stuff in nature will be there.
Ooh, and they get to see the big fiery thing called the sun that's been missing from Chicago for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we get to see it downtown today.
In forever. So it's definitely nice to see that big, shiny, big ball in the sky.
I also made a promise I'd send our doggy Sally a shout out because she was pretty angry when we left about 5 seconds ago.
Yeah,
so.
and wait, listen, do you hear that? There's no kids.
I see an invisible one back there. And there's an invisible one back there.
So we are kid-free. Doesn't happen that often. So.
And we're hoping we give you a really good experience today because with the Super Bowl, we don't expect the Field Museum to be very busy.
And for Illinois residents, it is free for the month of February.
Hear that? Free. Shed Aquarium is also free on certain days. Art Institute, Science and Industry, not too sure about. And the History Museum always has a Groupon.
Yes. So we will film a little bit more on our way so you can see the beautiful city as we're driving in with that big shiny ball in the sky.
Called the sun.
Okay. Enjoy the ride. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, here comes our city, our beautiful city of Chicago. You can see the Sears Tower, which we will always call the Sears Tower. It will never be that W Tower.
Nope.
And then after we pass under this bridge,
there's where Kyle was born.
Right
Rush
there.
Hospital, one of the best hospitals in the world, much less just Chicago.
And then there's just some of the other buildings. You can kind of see Trump Tower, and unfortunately now you can't see the Hancock Building.
And a lot of these buildings, especially the tallest ones, are known for their spires, which would be the antennas on top of the buildings.
It always looks like the Ghostbusters library, but that's actually the Chicago Public Libraries.
The Harold Washington Library.
And here we are in the middle of Chicago. Okay, up ahead, unfortunately, it's not on, but it's the Buckingham Fountain.
Kyle's Fountain.
Our lovely Lake Michigan over to the left.
I don't remember how to get to this parking garage.
And straight ahead is the Field Museum.
Look at how pretty it is today.
Okay, so the parking lot we parked in is right by the planetarium. I think it's called Planetarium Parking Lot A or something like that. If you park here before 9:30, it's $12 to park. After 9:30, it jumps up to like $24 or $25. So over there's the Shed Aquarium.
Oh, you see Sears? I'm looking at your shot, which I don't usually do.
And there's Soldier Field over there, which we'll walk you guys past that later.
They just installed 2 new statues of Papa Bear Hallis and Walter Payton that I want to see.
Ugh, football. Out there in the distance, you can see Davy Pier. We're going to take you guys there this summer. And there's all the buildings. There's the Shed Aquarium again. Sears Tower. Trump Tower. Can't even see the Hancock Building from over here. Time we come into the Field Museum, we always come in the east entrance. It seems to be the least crowded.
Do you want to make a donation to support the museum scientists in their research today?
No, thank you.
So tickets will be coming right out. We're on.
Here is the famous Bushman. He's a big guy.
They have his story like digitally down here. So like Baby Bushman in the zoo. After he passed away, on display. So I mean, this meant a lot to my grandparents. So it's kind of that one connection for me every time we come. He's a tremendous gorilla when you look at him.
I'm trying to get the glare so you can see his face. Here's the man-eater of Mufwee. Mufwee. Oh, Mufwee. Here he is. And here is Maximo. Here's the information on him. He was the largest animal ever to walk on Earth. He was a very large animal, very heavy. He is so big. There's his tail. And they have it so you can literally walk underneath him. Ew, I'm walking inside a dinosaur. Look at this. He's so big, I literally cannot get him in one picture. I was really trying to get the right angle. While I'm doing this, this is the inside of the center area of the Field Museum. There's big elephants in here too. Just before we go into my favorite area, we hit this big old pterodactyl. We are heading into the area for the evolving planet and Sue the T-Rex. 4 billion years ago.
Giant asteroid impacts, temperatures of over 400 degrees. Life didn't stand a chance. We thought this sweltering Earth chilled 4 billion years ago.
3.5
But thanks
billion.
to a very old rock, scientists now think Earth cooled down much ago. 400 billion years ago.
2.5 billion. 543 million.
Fossilized.
Kaboom! Mass extinction. Aren't I so friendly and positive? Doug loves this with all the shark teeth. Can't even say that. Chondrichthyans.
I know, but I wouldn't want to get eaten by something that big.
Chomp chomp.
No, this thing always creeps our kids out.
Yeah, this thing right here. Oops, I don't know if you can really see it with the glares. Oh, mass extinction again. 300 million years.
This is the part you like.
Yeah, I always like this part with the trees.
I'm not gonna lie, this is the fiercest it's ever been with us going through it.
Yeah, well, I think coming on Super Bowl day is an ideal time to come. 290 million years ago.
This one's cool.
This is a Puriosaurs. And I
Looks like
knew
he's
that because
smiling.
it said so right there.
Looks like he's smiling.
I know, he's like, hey, what up, guys? This one almost looks like an alligator.
Usually I'm getting pushed out of the way.
What is this one? Number 3. Oh, it's a primitive tetrapod.
It's like,
We hit another mass extinction, number 3. 248 million years ago. Look at the little tiny dinosaur. He's so cute. You could maybe have him as a pet. Maybe that was a dog in those ages. And here we hit where all the dinosaurs are.
so here's a little something for our friends to know. Some of these dinosaurs at one time used to be downstairs in the main area where we just saw Maxima.
This one was. I remember this one being down there.
And the Triceratops.
The Triceratops
and this
was.
one.
Yeah.
They still have the exact land spot.
Yeah. So we'll take you around to some of those to get a closer look. Look at the little baby one. He's so tiny, but look at those teeth. I don't think I'd want to mess with that. There's a Stegosaurus. There's a head of the Ankylosaurus. Thought I'd show you the lovely view outside the dinosaur area. These are some interesting ones.
It's like a velociraptor.
Almost, yeah. Some fossils. It's a pretty big Triceratops. We are now walking into the Sioux exhibit. I don't know whatever would have given you this, idea of it saying Sioux. Here's the skull of Sioux. They couldn't put it on the entire dinosaur because it was so heavy. There was no way that they could stabilize it properly. Look at this thing. Look at the size of those teeth.
It's the one in the middle. Push it. Push the one in the middle. Yes, we got it.
And here is Sue. They do this really cool show, so we're going to hang out to see if we can see it. We'll record some of it for you guys. On a cool scale model of Sue. Go.
There's a lot to say about this fossil. Come over here so you can see this leg bone, this skull, these tailbones, and these ribs. All these bones belong to one of the largest predators to ever walk the earth, a Tyrannosaurus rex. And this T-Rex is named Sue. Sue is the biggest T-Rex ever found and was as terrifying as you might imagine. If this predator were alive right now, it could easily spot you from anywhere in this room, even if you stood very, very still. And don't even try to hide. T-Rex had an excellent sense of smell. Are you wearing running shoes? Sue could move across this room in a matter of seconds. If this T-Rex was on the hunt, it would be too late to get away. But even a top predator like Sue needed to fight to survive. A close look at the skeleton reveals the evidence. These broken and healed over ribs are among more than a dozen injuries to Sue's bones. Life at the top of the food chain could be brutal. Sue managed to survive to old age. But over time, arthritis ravaged these tail joints and fused them together, making it impossible for them to move. Now look down at this leg bone. Its lumpy, deformed shape was probably caused by an injury-related infection. If you look up at the jaw, you'll see some holes. These may be the result of a disease Sue got by eating infected prey. Some researchers think the jaw infection made it so painful to eat that Sue eventually starved. Millions of years after Sue's death, the dinosaur's fossilized bones were discovered in modern-day South Dakota. Never before or since has such a complete T-Rex skeleton been discovered. Everything highlighted here is real fossilized bone. We also have Sue's real skull. It is studied so often that we keep it in a separate display case in this exhibition. But the skull isn't the only thing that researchers are interested in. Scientists have photographed, measured, scanned, molded, sliced, drilled, and 3D printed Sue's bones. All of this research has helped us learn more about how T-Rex grew up, hunted, ate, and died. In fact, the way Sue is positioned today is the result of scientific research. Take a look at the tail. Studies of fossils have taught us that T-Rex should have its tail off the ground, not dragging it. We've also learned where Sue's gastralia, or belly ribs, may have been. They're down here. Now that they are in place, they give this fossil a bulky appearance. But we don't know everything. There are still some big questions out there. Was Sue male or female? What were those tiny arms used for? Did T-Rex have feathers? Did they hunt in packs or alone? We've learned so much about T-Rex in the last 100 years, and with each new discovery, the more vividly we can see the towering, ferocious, battle-scarred predator that Sue once was.
So we've entered the Hall of Gems. There's amber and turquoise.
And I just told Christy there's a jewel that looks like it belongs like with Kryptonite and Superman because of the way it's glowing in the case. See it? There you go.
There it is. That will now forever be known as the Superman gem. Thank you, Doug.
Awesome.
Sparkles.
Now you're getting to the shiny. As we are in the Munchkin City, found all the emerald.
Topaz. I swear the video does not do it justice for how sparkly and pretty these are.
Honestly, though, these cameras are better than the old ones because it's actually so much transit.
Ooh, this one's pretty.
Which one?
This one, it's like ombre.
Oh, the little square one?
Yeah. Here's a bunch of opal that we found.
Look at that. That looks so neat.
That green one looks really cool. And again, this isn't sparkling the way that it looks in the... Oh, here, this one kind of is. See how it sparkles? Back to looking at Maximo, but I wanted to give you guys a better view at his head. We went upstairs. And there's his face. And looking down, you guys see that? Look how huge he is. It just gives you another view of the Field Museum.
By the way, any Disney lovers, doesn't that little yard space remind you of Avatar?
So we're about to head into ancient Egypt. There's this cool, like, eighth of a pyramid that we can walk through. Be all the way down to where we're going to be going. So we have to go up before we can go down. So there's a bunch of stairs. And here's our stairs that we have to go down. I guess if you trip, just tuck and roll and you'll make it to the bottom. So here is the famous shelf.
Now here, I'll stand in front of it, kind of put my arm out so you can see. See? You get kind of an idea that it's a big mummy. Now, we just had an incident happen, if you weren't listening, where there was a little kid down here and they're like, oh yeah, inside there's a real person. And then the little girl goes, get me out of here. love that one mummy.
Those two are like sacrifice.
So here's a little diorama of how they do the mummies. Here's one, two, three, and four.
Oh, there's my.
And this is one of Doug's favorite mummies.
It's because it's the one I remember most from when I was a kid. Freaked me out, especially because if you really like zoom up on its face, you can see like the skeletal feature of the teeth.
It's kind of dark in here, so that's the best.
No,
I can
it's
do.
translating pretty well from behind. I could see it pretty good, but
Here's some more mummies.
it's like a sheet or something.
I really hope they're coming in good for you guys. I just realized I could put my flash on to show you guys this.
It makes you feel like you're really like in a Egyptian tomb because there's no light in this corner. Yeah.
I also have a gift shop. Here's a bunch of stuff for Sue. And they have shirts,
Wow.
glasses for their whiskey.
Whiskey. And vodka.
Some stem glasses. So we just saw that they have a new one called Dancing Dinos IPA. Maximo items. They even have a Maximo stuffed animal. Look how cool this is. Here, Doug, hold this up. It's the Maximo. Oh, and Doug's snuggling with him.
It's really kind of cool. Except it's creepy that it's all bones and then it has eyes. You see that?
Yeah. We have hoodies
Disney
and
person.
hats and mugs.
Ornaments.
Where's the ornament?
Right here. Here we
Oh, that's pretty cool looking. I have all kinds of toys and stuff over here. And a whole wall of magnets.
This is the section our kids ravaged last year.
There's some more Field Museum merch.
They're celebrating 125 years is what it says over there.
It's kind of cool looking hat. So, of course, we come somewhere we have to do the Mold-A-Rama.
Okay, now I'm zooming up by the mold itself because you can't see it with the white. As you can see, it's a white Stegosaurus.
And these are $3.
$3. Mold-A-Rama is a Chicago tradition.
And it makes the best, cheapest souvenirs ever.
Cheap souvenirs, which is great for a 5-person family. Also, they have these in Milwaukee and Michigan. Henry Ford Museum in Michigan and Milwaukee Zoo. They're also Science and Industry in Chicago and here and the zoos. So you have a wide range of opportunity. But this is a tradition for us that we never break. So check it out. That's the little actuators or whatever they call them. You can see the whole temperature. You can see the tray it comes out of.
I think
There's
we
her
recorded
mold.
one the last time we went to Milwaukee.
We might have, but we were cold, so this is probably a better opportunity to show them. See, there it is.
Bye-bye, little Stegosaurus.
Boom. So you grab it.
You gotta smell it right away.
Wait. Ah, the smell
You
of our
always gotta smell it.
childhood.
You gotta pick off these little wax.
So there's little like nubbies.
Yeah.
You pick off the nubbies right away. Otherwise, when they get hard, it's impossible to do. So that's Christy. That's Steggy. That's the machine Steggy came from.
Here's the outside of the Field Museum. And right in front of it is a little hot dog cart. So if you want a hot dog, you can stop here and get it.
But they are city prices.
And they're Vienna beef, which is a Chicago hot dog. Much better view of the outside of the Field Museum. And then directly opposite of it is Soldier Field, where the Bears play. It's really windy right here, but a closer up view of Soldier Field. Here is a statue of George Halas. And there's the front of Soldier Field right there. So Soldier Field used to be a national monument, but they lost the status when they decided to add in this really awful stuff that looks like a toilet bowl. Yeah, it looks like a toilet bowl. They still call it a toilet bowl. Looks like it, but the second they added on and added all of that, it lost the national status. Pretty sad. And here is the Walter Payton statue.
All right, my man here, Walter Payton, aka Sweetness, number 34, one of the greatest Bears ever to live. Wasn't just a wonderful athlete, a phenomenal athlete, but a wonderful person. I think anybody who ever had any contact with him, like I did in high school, really, really misses this man, because he's everything that somebody who achieves success should be. Today's for you, Walter, Super Bowl Sunday.
In the city of Chicago, there sure is a lot of greenery over here. A lot of places to walk and play and do your thing, trails and everything else. Here's the other side of Soldier Field. Okay, that was our Field Museum trip with a little side trip to the Soldier Field.
Had to. Super Bowl Sunday. I'm wearing Sweetness's number for Christ out loud.
I cannot wait for football to be over. Seriously.
Gotta admit, it was really cool though. The statues were really nice. Peyton's statue looked amazing.
They're statues.
Peyton looked nice.
They're statues.
So, we brought you through. You got to meet some famous Chicago residents. Bushman, Sue, Maximo, bald mummy guy that we love.
So, we're off. We have another adventure that we're going to start working on soon.
So look, there will be another vlog.
I promise. Been trying to get better at this weekly thing, so
we're doing better.
stick with us. I think so too. We'll get there.
So, as we always say, remember to find an adventure
in all that you do.
See you soon.
Bye, guys.